I'm Tyler Worrell, and I'm a graphic artist.
I can tell you my testimony. I was raised in a Christian home 4 years ago now. Wow. I rededicated my life to God. I had a mission trip to Canada, to Toronto, Canada, where I was working with the homeless. I had convinced myself I was a Christian enough to go on this trip. I was with my ex-girlfriend at the time, and I just wanted to go. I wanted to get out of the state, the country. I just wanted to travel, and it turned out to be the most rewarding situation of my life. God really spoke to me. He allowed me to see the hurt in people. He allowed me to see that I do have a passion for working with people. And more than everything, God spoke to me, and I had felt so unclean for like 3 years. I felt like God had maybe turned his back on me. I was a stubborn kid thinking, oh, God must hate me because I've been sinning. No. I was sitting there, and I felt the need to pray this morning, and I grabbed my Bible. I grabbed the Message Bible. It's the only Bible I had around me at the time. Opened to Numbers chapter 6, just started reading, and it talks about how God has given you gifts and he will bless you. A lot happened over the rest of that mission trip, and God definitely transformed my heart. Definitely told me that you're not going to go to ECU University, you're going to end up going to Gardner-Webb University. God did some awesome things in my heart. God did some awesome things in my life. He opened so many doors. Alright, my skill sets. Well, first, I'm a natural problem solver. I believe that it takes the gift of listening, and I believe my spiritual gift really is listening. I'm a great listener. People can find me all the time, whether I want them to or not. People open up to me a lot, and that has allowed me to develop the skill to problem solve. I naturally, when I hear something, I'm like, what can we do to fix it? What can I do to help? That's how I am. Secondly, I'm a people person. I love people, and I love to get to know people. Sometimes I'm a people reader. I have a good judgment when it comes to people and understanding people and what they want and what they're looking for. It's all about knowing your customer, your audience, or whoever will be seeing your product or your design. Multitasking. That's another one. There's another skill. When it comes to multitasking, just graduating from college, I'm very much into multitasking. Doing multiple things at once, writing up an email, stopping, doing some design, going back to, typing up another email, making a video, stopping, doing what I'm doing, go outside and do some yard work, come back in, do some more work. That's just me living at home right now. When I'm in my design mode, I'm sitting there at the computer, focused on the computer, focused on whatever's going on around me, having people talk to me constantly. I'll even have my headphones in, listening to some Lecrae Christian rap, but that's how I work usually. I constantly am critiquing myself, constantly telling myself, you need to do better. That doesn't look good. What are you doing? But what really helps me more than beating myself up is having other people tell me, this is what you could do. This would help. It would look better because seeing through different lenses, seeing other people's work, and allowing other people to see your work really helps you benefit who you are and benefit how you work. And that goes back to relations. You can really get to know someone by trying to see something through their eyes. Some other skills that I have. When I think of how I work, I think of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison created the light bulb. But most commonly, we know that Thomas Edison invented the light bulb with many, many attempts, and many of them being failures. Thomas Edison found 9,000 ways that a light bulb will not work. With over 10,000 attempts, he finally made the light bulb work. And that's a lot like how I work. I'm going to come up with a lot of examples, and I work fast. At the end of the day, I'll be able to produce what does work. I would say I'm a perfectionist. Like I said, I'm very hard on myself when it comes to my work, but at the same time, that makes me work extremely hard. That makes me produce lots of work, and I always give it my all. I will bust out a lot of examples until that I feel like it's ready, and then once I turn those in, I'll probably still be working on it to give you like 10 more to just kind of, examine. It's a strength and a weakness. It makes me hard on myself. It makes me think that I need to be better. But because of God, we know that, God loves us, and He tells us that we are the best. We are who we are because that's who He's made us to be. And I have to remind myself that daily. More than a career, I believe this is a calling.
God's opened a lot of doors in my life, and it's closed a lot. You know, every time I try to do something on my own, God opens another door, and this is happens to be one. The other day, a friend calls me and says, "Hey, how's the job search going?" And you know, "Hey man, I've been applying to 3 or 5 jobs. You know, like 3 to 5 jobs every day for the past 3 months. Nothing yet, man." And he says, "Hey, go look up Elevation Church." And I was like, "What am I thinking? How have I not thought of that yet?" So I looked up Elevation Church, and of course, you have jobs opening. And you know, right up my alley. Love making videos. Love, you know, just kind of getting to express myself through the act of, you know, creativity. And this is a wonderful way. I mean, I'm having fun with 3 cameras talking to you guys. So I believe that God's using this. Not even, maybe if it's not even to, you know, just warm me up to the idea of God saying, "Hey, listen to me. I'm trying to get you back into the church. But I can't keep doing things on my own. I can't say, hey, I'm going to go work over here when God's saying, get back in the church." And I really hope so, because this is a great place to, you know, give back to God's people and doing God's work. Well,
That's all for now.
I hope you've enjoyed it.
I hope that I haven't made you go stir crazy with all the cameras. You know, I'm a fun guy. I love God, and I think I'll be a great asset to your team. Just to get a chance to talk to you guys would be awesome. I've heard so many awesome things about Elevation Church, and it'll be a great opportunity to work with you guys and talk with you guys. You know, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video, and I hope I will be able to talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.
That's awesome.